You guys are in for a magical funfetti rainbow treat today. This is our fade, 8 weeks. You guys look, there is still a rainbow in there. I cannot believe how beautiful this faded. This was really pastel actually when she left, and to just have every single color still is amazing. I'm gonna brush it out so you guys can kind of see the tone up close. This is gonna be our high impact halo sectioning technique. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that little halo section that we have right below the crown is the only section we're gonna put our detail work. In this case, it's going to be the only section we put creative color. Everywhere else is going to be a silvery blonde toner. And yes, we are overlaying it over that fade. So I am going to place that toner right over that pink and kind of platinum that's at the bottom. And one of the cool things about laying toner over previous direct dye is you're actually going to get a little bit of lift, and it's going to dissipate the color a little bit and make a really beautiful veil of blonde platinum pigment that will be really beautiful with this halo sectioning over it. Now we're going to start off with the Goldwell Colorants Gloss Toners with Pure Pigments drops in them. I added the Pure Pigments Cool Violet to them just to counteract some of this warmth. Now remember, the great thing is, because we do have this dimension already in her hair, her roots lifted a lot more yellow, so we got to counteract that. But the pink that's already in there is going to be this beautiful platinum pink when we're done. You guys are going to be shocked. Now, balayage foils from Quality Touch Foil. These are game changers for those of you guys who like to keep your work area clean and still be able to see what you're doing. I'm going to take these big, large sections, huge sections in the high impact halo sectioning technique, and I'm going to paint them solid from root to tip. You guys can see I've got about a 2" by 2" section. This is the Goldwell Illumine Play. It's a direct dye. Their yellow is so bright and happy. I just love it so much. And I'm going to paint this on heavily saturate. You guys saw me go back in and double check those roots. Now, I usually would go in rainbow order, but because this is kind of a dissipated rainbow, I don't want all of my warm colors on one side and cool colors on the other, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit. This color is actually an orange mixed with pink, so it's going to be a little bit more corally than it's looking like on camera. And you see me really working it through, making sure that it's completely saturated in the roots. And then here we go in with my beautiful kind of magenta purple. Now I tapped those roots a little bit, so I'm going to put a balayage foil on there. They will blend out beautifully because purple easily goes over that pink color that's underneath. And you guys are going to see as you work your way through the ends, you want to make sure you saturate fully. Now I'm going into another balayage foil. You guys, this is great for creative color because I love to see where I put everything. I'm going to go in here and actually switch the gears and put a balayage foil on the other side so that the ends of those hairs that I do not want touched by creative color yet stay clean and dry. So this is going to be a sky blue that I've custom colored for my client today. And you're going to see me, again, you go in and do the roots, you make sure that there's good saturation and really good tension on the hair. The other thing you'll see me do often is use the color brush as an actual comb to really comb through the hair and force that color deep into the hair shaft. Now we're going to go in with this like bright, beautiful, happy mermaid green and paint that heavily. And then the last color we're going to end up on the other side, remember, because I didn't want all cool and warm, is I'm going to actually do more of a bright, hot pink. Now, when you're working with big sections like this, it's really important to make sure that you get all of the roots and that you double tap them at least twice, just to make sure saturation is fully there. This top section here, this crown section, is going to act as a veil. It's going to fall over these huge sections of rainbows, and you guys are going to be shocked at how much her rainbow just peekaboos through this beautiful blonde. Now I am using the exact same formula through the crown that I used on the perimeter of her hair. But this is a great place if you guys are doing all over creative color to pick a color palette. Like I always say, my natural color is pink or purple. This is where I would put pink or purple through my crown. Now remember, this is a blonde, so we're going back through with the blonde. You can see the front many pieces of her hair have already started to tone to platinum blonde themselves. But as we go to the crown, you're going to see it just starting to tone. So you've got a lot of that pink showing through. You also have a lot of the purple in the roots. Remember, toner takes time, so you've really got to sit and let it process. As we work our way around the head, you guys can see all of the balayage films that's keeping my area and sectioning really clean. I love the fact that I can see how well it's depositing, as well as the fact that I can see all the color. And this is a great content tip for you guys. If you guys are wanting to take beautiful pictures, make amazing reels, or even TikToks, this is the place for content, is the balayage foils. Now, if you followed me for a while, you know that I live in Texas and that the water in the summer is not cold enough. So I actually have an ice bucket there that I was using to rinse her hair. If you guys want that video, it is on my page and I can link it for you. Here we go. I wanted to slow it down just a little bit and show you guys how much of an impact those huge sections makes. Now remember, when you're trying to do a whisper of color or you're trying to do something with creative color, I think the biggest mistake new creative color artists make is they go too little. You have to do big sections to get even the smallest impact. Look how big these sections are. I mean, they are huge. It's like 2-inch by 2-inch sections. But when her hair falls over it, the placement of these sections is just a peekaboo. It's just a whisper. It's just a funfetti of colorful happiness within this platinum blonde. I am going to curl it for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a couple tips here. I'm using the Donna Bella XL curling iron. I actually got this curling iron because I do so many extension clients, but I love it so much that I've just switched it out for my curling iron all around. It's great because it's a fast heat up and it holds curl really well. The other thing you're going to see me use is the ThermaShape from KMS. It's a great heat protector. The last thing that you'll see me do with curls is always make sure they're completely cool before I even start to brush them through. Make sure those curls are cool to touch. Remember, curls are set by heat cooling, not by heat. So that's why we have the cool shot on our dryer that probably nobody really uses unless you get too hot blow drying and you need to cool off. But here they are, they're completely cool. This is like 90s prom for me. I've got this cute little comb that I picked up. I can't even remember where, but it's got glitter in it, so I had to have it. And then I'm just gonna go through and literally brush through these curls. Now this client's hair holds curl really well. If you have someone that maybe doesn't hold curl quite as well, you may wanna use your hands first and make sure that those curls aren't gonna just slip right out. But I'm able to brush hers through really well, brush the crown all the way to the tips. And then I wanna show you guys a couple things, and I'm gonna play some music here at the end. I've got a couple afters first in the chair, and then you'll see me take her to the beautiful light. You'll see a lot of shine. I'm using the Daylight Company ring lights. They are incredible for showing off your color. You guys are gonna see the difference in just a second. I've got the lights on there. You can actually see it in the reflection. How beautiful is that? But just wait till she steps into my doorway. I actually use a light in my doorway, and you guys will be able to see that. We've got every color of the rainbow all across. And remember, those sections were huge. So take big sections, you guys, even if you want the smallest impact. And here we are. Here's where the lights get to shine in all their glory. I'll let you guys check out the after. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out, DM me, or leave them below. And I hope that you guys get a chance to try this out. Thanks for watching.